They built the highway for that scene.
That was cool.
They would never do that nowadays. They just do everything CGI.
I think in modern days we didn't have this verbiage back in early 2000s, but nowadays we would just say Matrix 2 was aura farming. That's all that movie was. It was just aura farming happening.
Sure.
All right, let's see who can farm more aura here in game number 3 though. And again, let us know in chat. Are there other trilogies we're missing? Where the first movie's great, the next 2 suck. There's a lot of examples, I think, for that one. The harder one is where the third one
Yeah, the third one is good after the second one's bad, which is what Dignitas is trying to recreate here.
Exactly.
And make it truly Palafox summer.
Banning away Locke, banning away Lee Sin. One final ban for Dignitas. Meanwhile, Sentinels took away Poppy, Cassiopeia, and Akali. And I think a big part of Dignitas, the story around them coming into summer is obviously about the top laner, Denathor. He had his first win in the LCS, a game win against Impact. Losing game 2, and I think we got to see why Impact's champ pool is so tough to get through, because that Malphite was just such a problem for them.
The Malphite was really good at following up on engages, but I've been pretty happy with what we've seen from Denathor. I think a lot of times when rookies come in, you'll think that their laning can have some impressive moments, but then they just get lost on the map.
Sure.
And I don't feel like that's been happening with Denathor so far. So pretty promising first 2 games that I've seen him here in the LCS.
Deep close-up right there, too. Timing. That was great production right there. Yeah, look at him. Looking at his
Ziggs.
Ziggs picked for maybe FBI. Could be Palafox, but I'm expecting FBI with IgNar on Camille. This seems like the bot lane locked in, and that means Jatt, for the first time, game 3 now of the series, we are getting a mage bot lane.
True.
If that actually goes down there. It's still not.
It's got it.
It's got it, right?
I'm going to say for sure. Just because of the Camille is locked in as well. And Camille support isn't going to work unless you have like Jhin or like a full wave clear, so I think that makes sense. And HamBak Vi was incredibly banned against Sentinels all throughout spring, so I think in scrims he was probably a total demon on this champion.
It was banned even earlier.
Already been carrying this series.
Yeah. Interesting that they banned the Kai'Sa instead of the Vi, which I believe Vi had been banned in the first 2. So locked in for HamBak plus the Leona. Don't make me tell my therapist about it. Wait, about which team losing? Is this in regards to a team? Okay, we're not going to get the answer to that. It's okay. A lot of engagement.
Tell us about it either.
Yeah. We're just vague posting IRL? Really?
What just happened?
I feel like that's what just happened right there. All right, either way, a lot of engage from Sentinels, some damage follow-up, and CC follow-up from the Taliyah now for DARKWINGS. Unless, is it Taliyah bot lane? It could be Rahel on the mage. Ooh.
Sorry. I don't say vague properly. I say VOG.
Well, no, you don't.
Because there's no
fake.
Y in it.
No, it's not. You don't say VOG.
I know that's not how people say it. I've been informed that's how people say it.
I'm calling you out live right now.
That's my natural. I just say it's really VOG.
I know you don't. No human says that.
That's what I want to say. I have to think to put the Y into the word.
That's crazy.
I know. It's not good.
It's not a good
it's
look.
Something that happens.
Not a good look. Jatt.
Yeah, Jatt.
Right, well, Trundle locked in here for Dignitas. There's just no... Okay. I guess
I don't use the word often.
You know what? Prague. That's a city that's spelled
I do say
similar.
vague posting.
Yeah, vague posting. It's not vague.
It's more vague.
Well, I'm trying to think of an equivalent now that's spelled similar. You gotta be careful how we start pronouncing these words.
I know. I'm not doing anything intentionally.
Okay, fair enough. Galio banned out from Sentinel side. Let's see if there's another mid lane ban here, because again, we're assuming that that's going to be Ziggs and Camille bot lane, or if they want to ban out some top laners, because Dignitas this time around should be able to counter pick for their top laner. That was my #1 thing I wanted to look for Denathor coming into today. How many times does he get counter pick? How many times does he get put on something he's comfortable on? He's played the Gnar. Actually, that's important to note. He was a Camille one-trick in Challenger before he went into Tier 2 and Collegiate, so there's a chance that is actually played top.
It could be a nice flex and then throw like a support down bot lane like a Shen later on, but it's interesting that they decided to do last pick for themselves as their choice rather than picking blue side. These choices, by the way, are submitted simultaneously, so one team gets their preference and then the other team will get whatever preference the other team didn't take. So you have to, like, Sentinels would have to submit blue side and whatever their pick choice would have been, depending on what Dignitas' choice was. And they're actually not giving him counter pick. They're just saying blind pick Ambessa, and they're giving counter pick to Palafox to see the entire team comp before drafting.
I guess, because this will tell you, is the Taliyah going mid or is the Taliyah going bot? Because that was still a flex being held by Sentinels. It will be Taliyah mid, Zeri bot, and Shen top lane for Impact.
I like Impact Shen. I mean, he's really... He went through all of Spring Split, basically not playing tanks, and then as soon as it mattered, he tanked up for playoffs to try and make a run. Now he's starting with tanks. Maybe this is his real long game for impact. He's gonna say, you know what? I've already played the tanks. Maybe we should experiment now that we've won a few games.
I'm trying to think what the Iron Man equivalent is to that now. I'm just trying to connect it all back.
Everything has to connect to a Marvel movie.
Although I guess Sentinels would be a very different one, because we said it from the Dignitas side. From Sentinel side, it would be the first movie's terrible, and then the second two are great.
Oh, that's almost
That's a tougher one.
Because they never make the second movie.
Yeah, you'd have to make a sequel to a bad movie, and usually that doesn't happen. We'll rely on Twitch chat for that one. Hopefully somebody lets us know. But either way, here are the drafts. It's Palafox, Ryze, FBI Ziggs, support Camille for IgNar. So more along the lines of what we've been seeing globally around. And also even in that first series, it was a bunch of mages in the bottom lane. When it came to FlyQuest versus Lion, FBI at least going to step up and play Ziggs. He has played Ziggs before. We have seen FBI Ziggs. It's not like the Cassiopeia bot lane or the Syndra bot lanes or any of those crazier mages. So this is more of a known quantity, I would say, for this player.
It is. And we're also seeing on the other side, Rahel trying to take over the game on Zeri. We don't see much Zeri anymore, but he'll be able to fly into the fight with the Shen ultimate and have engage from huhi on the Leona. So I feel like that's the plan for Sentinels, is just everybody flying in. Taliyah, Shen, Zeri, Vi, full engage, full dive for Sentinels.
All the carries gonna have X marked on their back, a target on their heads. Sentinels, can they land true as they fire? One more game for either of these teams means a win on the scoreboard to start off their summer split. Riot Games Arena, thank you for sticking around through the day. Give it up one more time for Sentinels versus Dignitas, Game 3.
Opening day of LCS, we're getting the big series in Series 2. Couldn't quite get that third game of Lion versus FlyQuest earlier. Second game was super bloody.
I thought we were going to get it. That would have been a 6-game day for everybody who purchased a ticket.
The dream.
But instead, it's going to be Sentinels and Dignitas giving us the full series here. Let's see how the laning phase starts off. As junglers are going to start on opposite sides. HamBak on the top side as IgNar. Early hook shot mid. Not going to quite land onto DARKWINGS, who does sidestep it.
Expect to see a lot of IgNar elsewhere in this game. That's why you pick the Camille with the Ziggs.
Could you imagine if that did hit, though? Man, that would have been a great start for Palafox in the laning phase. But as it is, IgNar is just going to be behind in XP now, as 2 of the melee minions have gone down. FBI would have gotten solo XP for each of those.
Yep. Sentinels wasn't able to push FBI off, so some total experience is lost because there is bonus experience when you have 2 people near a minion wave versus just 1. More total experience is given, but not a big deal either way.
I thought about a movie example, but I don't think it quite works. Have you ever seen, oh, IgNar's actually going for a little trade here while they're still all level 1. I believe that was the Zenith blade that just went out right there. Not going to land onto FBI.
What's the movie?
FBI hit level 2 early and actually just pokes out Rahel. The movie is, and again, I don't think it's a good example, but have you ever seen the Rambo movies? Because the first one's like very serious and it takes itself as a serious film.
It's supposed to be really good.
And then 2 and 3 are like all action movies. So if you just like dumb 80s action movies,
I see.
The first one might be too intellectual.
Much different style.
It's a different style. And that's not, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying it's different. And also, game 1, not bad from Sentinels. They just weren't able to close it out as IgNar takes a big chunk of damage here from huhi's engaged. Flash forward, gets the Q stun. Rahel with first blood. 2 minutes into the game. FBI now trying to run away. Flash is a little late as the Zenith Blade will go wide from huhi. Rahel still wants it and finds it. Double kill to Sentinels bot lane.
Mid lane. Palafox also gets a kill onto DARKWINGS. So the more concerning thing is Rahel on the Zeri that is able to have a Shen fly on him later in the game has started 2-0 into the Ziggs. Hilariously, 2 kills, 4 CS. Amazing ratio.
But all you need.
Palafox and eXyu also pulled off a kill onto DARKWINGS, so we'll have to get a replay of that in there shortly.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we didn't see that one on screen, but the big one was Rahel with the double kills, now coming back with the Cole and Boots. Now let's take a look at mid lane.
I mean, eXyu was just in the Raptor pit pushing off HamBak, so DARKWINGS not respecting the fact that Trundle can just walk out of there, and then just the missed hook shot into stun makes it very easy for huhi to turn this one around. IgNar trying to play a little bit too aggressively in a lane that kind of just needs the Ziggs to farm up. And then the very last BB kills the Ziggs.
And I gotta say, even if that hookshot did land, I don't know if that's enough. As mid lane now, Palafox in trouble, did not have summoner spells from his earlier play. With the roam from huhi and HamBak ganking as well, that's 3-on-1 kill onto Palafox.
Very nice start overall for Sentinels. Going to try and make sure Palafox can't take over this game from the side lanes. So Impact, I feel like Impact's going to be fine in this lane on Shen. He is such a confident and comfortable Shen player. It's one of his best picks.
And this is tough for Denathor. The wave's in a really rough spot. HamBak is pathing towards the top side, so Denathor might need some backup right now, but IgNar's still in the bottom wave. And he's now on Vision, so they know that there's no backup top lane. IgNar's able to hookshot back, some trade damage onto huhi. But again, I'm just like, if you're Denathor, you really want this wave to get in, because you're in a precarious position otherwise.
Yeah, Rahel definitely playing towards the late game as well. With the double kill, he goes back to base and buys just Boots Cull. So it's not like he's trying to take over in the early game, but he's investing for the future.
And
making sure he can dodge the Ziggs bombs with a little bit of extra move speed. And then also just get extra gold with the Cull.
And also that potion helping out in case he does take that poke from the Ziggs. But the CS has not helped out. FBI is still 31-18 for Rahel, so the double kill is really the only thing keeping him ahead in gold right now. eXyu's going to go for another invade on the Raptors. IgNar was rotating nearby, so that will be successful steal from eXyu.
Nice little grass proc up top lane by Denathor.
eXyu's still looking mid here. No flash on DARKWINGS, no ghost either, but lands the pillar. Can Palafox get enough damage in? Pulled back by the seismic shove. One turret shot onto Palafox means that I probably don't want to go for the dive. It'll just be a trade of health bars. Palafox and DARKWINGS trading against each other.
Actually spending a lot of time in mid lane, frequent Raptor invades in the last 2 games, actually, but knowing that there is a flashless DARKWINGS, that was a really nice pillar, actually. Popped him pretty far back towards Palafox to get a nice trade.
And you don't have many more looks in the mid lane before that flashes back up, so let's see if he just goes for another one. He takes his own Raptors. HamBak is hovering on the bottom river here, looking at mid lane. Palafox level 6, DARKWINGS not there yet. Not a big combat summoner spell, or rather ability from either of them, but the flash from HamBak lands Vault Breaker, and in comes huhi yet again. Palafox cannot get out, will go down. Meanwhile, top lane, Denathor and eXyu might look for a dive onto Impact. Level 6, he's now engaged. eXyu starts to tank up the turret. Public eXyu from Denathor, but it's not enough! They don't have the damage, and eXyu goes down to the turret. A disaster for Dignitas as Impact holds the line. How many times have rookie top laners had to learn this lesson? When you try and dive Impact, you better make sure you prep it well. This guy's known for surviving these.
Yep, key barrier comes in at just the right time for Impact. He does not die, still just sitting on that Doran shield, so he's got a lot of inherent regen on the Shen with the extra shield, with second wind, with Doran shield. Whew, that's tough. You need those kind of dives to work after what had just happened in mid lane.
Yeah, that is rough for Dignitas. They just tried to make the play happen top. They even looked for the play mid, but then not able to pull it off in time. So he's able to make another run mid. Now getting some damage on the bot side here is IgNar. Lands the hook shot, flash shot from huhi. Rahel's getting some damage on FBI, but in comes eXyu from behind. The flank from HamBak. Vi got behind eXyu. Level 6 Vi. Rahel on a killing spree, and Sentinels are just breaking the ankles of Dignitas.
Sentinels is starting to run away with this one. Impact makes his arrival, and they're looking for more.
HamBak is, in fact, HamBak here as the team's coming in from behind him. He's pushing back IgNar and FBI. They can't even get up to take this wave under the bottom turret. HamBak will get the Gromp. And this is a massive gold swing for Sentinels. They're denying camps. They're denying CS. They're getting turret plates and kills. But IgNar once more, he's going in onto Rahel on his own. Sweep and strike not quite enough to get the kill onto Rahel, as huhi's stun will keep his AD carry alive.
See how Dignitas is able to punch back here if FBI can get a bit of gold back from plating. I think they went a little bit too far. Nice job by Rahel, taking a very safe recall spot. And that's an incredible stat right there, that Impact is by far the all-time leader in LCS solo kills. I feel like half of these are people trying to dive him and the turret helping, but it counts as a solo kill.
It does. He's in lead by quite a lot, though. And if was that Bjergsen in second? That guy's not playing.
Yeah, I mean, he's also played. He's had a longer career than anyone else in LoL esports history, from data first pro game in Tier 1 to now. But it's still, he's been playing at a high level for a very long time.
It's going to take a long time for anybody to overtake that record. Now, he got the solo kill with the help of turret, of course, but he's still struggling in the CS department. Denathor's gotten multiple waves in, is about 20 CS up now as Dignitas, with priority in the top lane, will rotate their bot lane up as well and take these grubs.
Yeah.
So the Dragon goes to Sentinels early, but the grubs go to Dignitas.
I mean, I do feel like most of the CS disadvantage is because of the Shen ultimate that was used bot lane. to help get Rahel ahead, who is the full win condition of this game. Still needs a lot of CS before he's got his call complete, but it's just he's in such a good state right now, early game on the Zeri.
2.4K overall for Sentinels. 800 of that currently on Rahel, another 1,000 of that on HamBak. This is now 3 games in a row where HamBak is just winning the early game. He is so much CS ahead of his jungle opponent. It's 80 to 53. 27 individual CS up means, what, 5 camps right there? 6 camps?
Yeah, and it's just, you know, now that they give us these handy little things, 1,000 gold. Like, that's all it. Yeah. Congratulations, he's crushing. Fancy. It's going to be half an item up on him already. Look at this, Sundered Sky to...
Tunnel or Longsword.
Glowing Moat.
Charm, yeah.
Can't forget about that.
True, hey, 5.
Ability haste.
Well, hey, eXyu's got to make something work here, as he's looking at the top lane right now. Denathor getting a gank, potentially. Don't know if Impact would have seen him walk into that particular brush with where the minions were, but he's losing his bottom gromp yet again by spending time up here, and Denathor's just going to get the wave in. Impact will stay alive, but last time it did not look good when they went for that dive, so they're going to deny it this time.
Yep, at least it doesn't materialize into a dive, but still going to be completely fine for Sentinels as long as Rahel is farming. And, I mean, if you're playing towards the Zeri side or the Ambessa side into a Shen, I feel like it's going to be so hard. Maybe Denathor will prove me wrong here, but it's so hard for an Ambessa to have a large impact on a game, even just with a Shen, because like when Ambessa presses R, Shen can also just press R to stop that target from getting burst down. And I feel like Rahel is just in such a good position to carry this game.
3-0-0. Going to be picking up that first item probably by the time that... Actually, the next dragon's up in 45 seconds, so I mean, I don't think he'd have enough off of this back to get that. But still, he has enough of a lead already with the boots picked up. Going to get the wave in. FBI goes for a reset and is actually repositioning onto the top half of the map. So it looks like they're not going to prioritize getting the dragon vision right now. Instead, they're going to try and do something up here in the top river.
Absolutely. World Games definitely slowed down a little bit after HamBak has been diving, and
wow.
We're getting
100%
all kinds of amazing impact stats right here.
100% tanks. That's 3 games, but still.
Oh, they're ready for the
Is this enough of a dive? FBI has the damage here as well. They're still going to need somebody to tank it up. It's the flash engage on FBI, and he's just dead! Impact yet again, outplaying the dive. He's got the entire team behind him as DARKWINGS, huhi, and HamBak all join in on the party. You just can't dive this top laner.
I mean, that was so beautiful by Sentinels. huhi and HamBak were just waiting outside of vision. So that's not just jungle support synergy, that's jungle support top synergy. Yep. Wait until they're in range and then pounce. And they absolutely pounced at the right time. What a beautiful play by Sentinels.
Impact now 2-0-2. Let's get another look at that, because you can tell. They're
literally just waiting here in this spot, and then as they're just really waiting until they're about to walk in, and then they just go. Absolute one shot. They sent 5 people for this play, and they get a 0 for 2. That's such an awful swing for them.
Guys, we're eating so much, okay?
They got food on their plate. Sentinels smashed game 2. They were in the lead in game 1 for about 80% of it, and now they're smashing game 3 again. So cumulatively, in the aggregate, this is like a 90% swing rate for Sentinels.
Yeah, I mean, huhi said it by, like, we're eating so good. It's really hard to put into words, like, how much you gain when you get 2 kills in a 3v5.
Yeah.
Insane.
And also, Rahel got turret blades bot side.
Exactly, because that means everyone else on the map.
Yeah, he's got 3 more minions till his coal pops. He's already gotten the first item completed here. Like, Sentinels are poised to just take over the entire Rift again, even faster this time around. 13 minutes, 5K in the lead, make it 5.5 as they took down that bottom turret and get a big injection of gold there too. It's like a 5-course meal. This is a banquet right now. All you can eat buffet. I feel like we're going down in scale, actually. You know, 5-course meal to buffet is not really the direction you want.
I was thinking
which would you rather have, though? A 5-course meal or a all-you-can-eat buffet?
Oh, that's... So, as a kid, definitely the buffet.
Right?
Because they were the most fun.
But then you look at, like, do you want the lettuce now? Do you trust the lettuce in that buffet? I don't know. You know?
It's just an excuse for people to eat more pizza, man. That's
Yeah,
just...
for me, it's the pudding. The pudding in the all-you-can-eat buffet. Oh, man, I could eat pudding all day.
Yeah. Now, though, the 5-course, as long as you have the time.
True.
Time is very valuable for me at the moment.
Yeah, who's got time for that? You got a kid, Jatt.
I know.
I think you're going to be able to sit
I'll
down
take
for all
the
5
buffet
courses.
to go.
Dignitas looking at HamBak right now in their own jungle. The Hextech Ultimatum comes in. HamBak's just waiting over the wall and is able to just vault breaker out of there. He's fine. Dignitas thought maybe they could find an angle, but again, when they're looking for that play, they don't pull it off. Look at topside. DARKWINGS is pushing another wave in there. You have to imagine he'll get that turret as well. Rahel's going to get more plates in the mid lane here. So Dignitas, hey, it's not for lack of trying. They're looking for opportunities. They're just not finding them.
No, definitely not. And they're just looking towards impact. Like, can we kill the Shen now? Can we kill the Shen now? No, no, no.
No, Denathor is actually winning the trade still against the Shen. Honestly, if you just leave him 1v1, I think it's a better opportunity for Denathor rather than sending everybody out. Like, I get the idea. Oh, the Shen can ult somewhere else, so just dive the Shen. But then you just look at the nameplate, and you're like, maybe that's a bad idea.
It's actually so funny. Denathor is 0-0-0. So anytime someone comes to help him, that person who came to help dies.
True. He might not be 0-0-0 for long here, Jatt. His Impact TP's back to lane, has the purchase completed. Denathor is able to jump away. It's hard to stay on the Ambessa, but Impact is showing that he is now able to scrap with that item advantage and look for the 1v1s. Now Herald started up here by HamBak. Dignitas are in the neighborhood if they want to contest.
They are 50 minutes and the objective bounties have already turned on though. Tells you the current
pillar onto
state of the
huhi,
game.
bringing attention onto the Leona. Heal is used. They're trying to lock down the support. The Shen shield will come in. Sand United not in time as IgNar will be traded. It's a 1-for-1. Supports go down. eXyu pops the subjugate, trying to get some damage back onto HamBak with a vault breaker. Flash by FBI. Cannot flash away from the ultimate. He will get the kill, but it's traded 1-for-1 yet again. Denathor was trying to get in with the TP, but Impact was able to stop it. Looked like it was being channeled right there. Maybe not either way. It was a 1v1 in the bottom lane. Dignitas will trade AD carry for jungler and support for support.
Yeah, Dignitas takes those. When you're down 6,000 gold in 50 minutes, you can get a 2-for-2.
Oh, Impact's still looking for more. He has DARKWINGS behind him, and IgNar thought maybe he was the one to make the play, but a double kill to DARKWINGS. The mid laner made it before the support. And the numbers advantage goes to Sentinels. They get 2.
They lost track of the Taliyah, so DARKWINGS is also off to the races now. Impact really not getting the credit he deserves in this game from the gold department. Actually has the smallest lead of all potential carries on Sentinels. But I feel like he's been the one kind of low-key carrying this game as he works towards his dusk and dawn.
Whew, slim margins right there. I do like the idea. Typically when you're like, oh, there's the tanky Leona, it's scary to send everything at that, especially with the Shen, but they had the damage there to kill huhi before the Shen ultimate came down, but HamBak is playing so well. He's able to vault breaker in, flash from FBI, but still he has the ultimate cease and desist to follow up and get the kill onto the Ziggs. Damage wasn't there for Dignitas anymore. And yeah, you can say when Dignitas is this far behind, trading equal feels fine, but they almost had more, and that was a little scary.
Exactly. But now we have Rahel sitting 5-0-0, 2.5 full items, whereas FBI is just trying desperately to clear the wave, and Impact getting a lot of pressure now down onto the Ambessa and side lanes.
Ooh,
I think we're seeing this mid-turret fall.
Yeah, drops the Herald over the Raptor wall. FBI's going to have to walk all the way back. huhi's threatening to engage between turrets. Wait for the Herald to hit that turret. Ooh, the Trundle pillar actually goes up in time, but in comes Rahel with the damage. You're just going to dive it. Who cares about a turret when he can just kill the enemy team? Double kill picked up for HamBak, but that's traded back 1. HamBak could be in some trouble as well. Low health bars on the rest of Sentinels. FBI, can he land the last bomb? Does not hit it onto huhi, and Rahel is unleashed. Rahel goes onto the turret on his own. FBI out of mana, out of time, out of space on Summoner's Rift. And that is another kill picked up by Sentinels. That is a 3-for-2 trade overall. Rahel's trying to get out of there. Running away from Palafox. Taking the ultimate not very far though. Double kill from Rahel at the very end, but can he get out of here now? Palafox trying to chase him down, but doesn't have the summoner spells. You have to imagine Rahel's out of there. Takes a blast go to safety. 80 carry out. IgNar still continues the chase. Hextech ultimatum. He says, all right, you got some gold. Go spend it. Give me a shutdown while you do so. IgNar with the kill.
1,000 gold bounty. Would have loved to get that on the Ryze, but it's the tail end of this play that is still beneficial for Sentinels. Could have gone wrong. The interrupt on the Herald keeps the turret alive, and the turret does a lot of damage during this fight, because if the turret dies and they do this dive, it's a total wipe, but it does allow Dignitas to start turning this one around. However, it is a Zeri who is very fed on the tail end of this fight. Pops the flash and barrier to finish it off.
Man, that Zeri just completely shredded the Ambessa. That was probably 4 autos for the full health bar right there. As the third dragon's taken from Sentinels outside of the replay. Top lane, looks like Impact will be able to hold this. I don't think Palafox can get up and hit that, so it's going to be the turret saved. Hey. Palafox can't even take it down with all of those crystals. Close? No, not going to happen. Well, while we're talking about that, though, reminder, the LCS Championship is going to Gas South Arena in Atlanta, and tickets are available now. All grass, no breaks. Scan the QR code.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Going to ride your motorbike around in infinite circles.
Infinite?
Because you can't brake. All gas.
Well, you will run out of gas in the tank.
Okay.
And in fact, that's probably the safest way to stop at that point. Because otherwise, like, what am I going to do? There's a lot of people at FanFest, Jatt.
That's true.
It's a danger.
It is a danger.
We'll figure out something to do, though. Something to do with it. Again, as long as it doesn't involve the gas associated with Raz, I think we're fine.
That man loves his lattes.
He really
loves his lattes.
Notorious.
Yeah.
Lactose intolerant. Doesn't bother him. I mean, it does, but okay. Well, that's enough strays for Raz. I feel like we're getting a little off topic there. 4.5K gold lead for Sentinels here, as they have not been able to lengthen that. Dignitas have made it interesting, Jatt, and I'm getting a little excited about the potential of Dig Summer coming back here in game number 3 because they've put some brakes on the momentum of Sentinels. Yes, Sentinels got the third dragon, so they're still stacking that and threatening, but like when they had a 5,000 gold lead at 13 minutes, I was like, yeah, this game's over. But now it's less than that at 20 minutes. So Dignitas, this is positive growth. Ooh.
I like the cope. Let's, while we have the time.
Okay.
Much like we had
we might not have for a while.
We had the time to talk about Palafox Summer when they had won that first game. Let's make the case for the Dignitas comeback, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of melees on Sentinels, and Trundle's amazing into melees if a fight starts going well. So is actually Ambessa and Ziggs. So if the initial engage doesn't work, the composition, like if this wasn't a giant gold lead, the composition of Dignitas can absolutely fight back into Sentinels, just kind of trying to mob onto people.
Yeah,
and
maybe they find the engage right here. Yeah, Rahel, the AD carry. Everybody's trying to dive in on them. They got it. Palafox with a kill. Beautiful flip back from DARKWINGS, though. Could turn the play back for Sentinels, but huhi's in some trouble. Teleport comes in. Impact's logging down eXyu, but a flash back away means that he's fine for now, but only for a moment. DARKWINGS picks up that kill now on a rampage. It's a 2-for-2 trade. The bot lane dies. Flash engage from Impact back onto Palafox, but he might wish he had not done that, as he just doesn't have the damage from the team behind him. FBI gets that kill, making it a 2-for-3 trade in favor of Dig.
That's enough comeback that the objective bounties are even falling off. It all starts with killing the most fed member. They get rid of the Zeri, no hyper carry left, and then they just have that mosh pit of a fight. I'm glad we took the time to make the case for Dignitas, Kangas.
Yeah, you talked about the ability to dive in onto the carry. Rahel, this is that dive.
So the Shen ultimate comes in immediately onto Rahel, and Impact, they kill him before it, so Impact gets stuck in the top lane and actually has to then TP into the fight. So such a perfect engage, being able to burn through also the full Shen ultimate. And then Palafox is able to pick up a lot of gold. That's got to be pretty stressful for Golden Glue. This game felt unlosable. Oh, suddenly losable.
That's one of those quick moments where, like, if everyone's on the exact same page, Impact can flash taunt there. Maybe HamBak can just immediately Vault Breaker. You could try and blow up the Ryze, but those really quick snap engage plays, if your team's not ready, you're not going to have enough damage. And Impact learned right there. So that's now some more hope for Dig, some more cope for Dig. 3.6K gold lead still for Sentinels, but that gold lead is shrinking as the next dragon's up in a minute.
Shout out Kumo in the chat, former teammate of Palafox over on FlyQuest way back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So Palafox with a double kill. Had that great Orianna game. Maybe we're in Palafox Summer after all.
3.
It's still pretty dire unless IgNar can make something happen.
Hey, he loves these builds, man, and he's getting close to full build here as the engage from Denathor lands a public execution and executes Impact on the spot. Top laner down for Sentinels.
The teamwork coming in and a panic Baron start here by HamBak. It is 5v4. If Dignitas walk over there, they still have eXyu's Trundle ultimate as well.
It was the only combat ultimate was Denathor. Palafox is trying to rotate around with his, but Baron is stopped. It's a 5v4 fight at the Dragon. 4 seconds till it's up. Impact does have Stand United, so Dignitas will have to take this fast. Weaver's Wall is going to block off the approach from IgNar as now Sentinels actually look at the support. DARKWINGS has not thrown out the seismic shove, and they still get him anyway. IgNar goes down through the Hextech ultimatum. The Dragon is secured for Dignitas. They deny the soul, but they trade their support for it. Now Sentinels, they want more. Impact just spawned. Yeah. He has Stand United. This is big for Sentinels if they find it. The seismic shove goes wide. The Zenith Blade goes wide, but Rahel, the flanking Zeri! Can they take him down? The Shen ulted onto him. Dignitas just can't get in range. DARKWINGS is unstoppable. Rahel takes down eXyu, and Sentinels with a man advantage will take this team fight. Rahel lives under the turret, and Sentinels find an ace.
Oh, unfortunate there for Dignitas. Couldn't quite make the escape there, and we said during draft, Sentinels team composition is all about full sending, and specifically the Zeri being able to fly in from behind and ultimate. Let's see how this one ends. The Leona ultimate doesn't even connect, or the E, but it's Rahel. I'm wondering if Dignitas just turns more damage straight onto Rahel rather than running down. Like if everyone just runs up towards Rahel, I think they have an actual decent chance of killing him, but they split up and end up kind of getting full wiped.
It's so tough because if you run up there, you're also running into the Shen, who's just going to taunt the entire team at that point. So tough for Dig in that spot. Great for Sentinels. They will win the fight. They'll get the Baron. They're denied Dragon Soul for now, but it's still 25 minutes into the game, and that gold lead is right back in their favor. 6.6K for Sentinels.
Yep, it's back. But you never know. We're just going to keep doing this.
Okay, so back to that movie analogy. What's a movie where the third one is a roller coaster of quality?
You're not sure if it's good or bad until the end.
Can't quite decide. Either way, I mean, so for a team like Sentinels, we've been talking a lot from the Dignitas side. I think it's exciting to talk about rookie top players. I think it's exciting to talk about a team that's on a comeback journey, potentially finding an upset here. But from the Sentinels side, like, this is a team that was top 3 in lock-in, got worse in spring in placement. And they're really hoping to turn things around. I feel like they've shown signs of like the ability to get these gold leads, but what I'm still looking for them now is the ability to kind of close out.
It's surprising that they've had such good early games and such mediocre mid games. Also, to our previous movie question, someone in production said Shrek 3, which I think is a really good call.
Shrek
like
3.
Highly specific. Like the third movie, you're not really sure if it's good or not.
Yeah. If you get the references, I think it's a better movie. But like you show it to a kid now, they're gonna be like, what is this? Who are the Backstreet Boys? I don't think they referenced them, but they definitely did a lot of references in those movies.
10 kills on
are pretty old at this point now, aren't they? I could have gone like, who's staying? No, that's about as old. Man, I feel old now. Okay, well, either way.
You're the youngest
I am.
of us.
I am.
Yeah.
I gotta live up to that. Hey, fellow kids. Any fans of K-pop out there? And was it Skibbity Toilet? That's the other one? I think those are the two. Those are the two the kids are talking about.
You're nailing it.
Sentinels right now taking the tier 2 turret of the top lane. As, again, with the Baron buff, I imagine that the structures will all be falling on the side of Dignitas.
I mean, it's still pretty hard to end against Ziggs and Trundle if they dive in. Quick little pick on
nice little pick. Yeah, DARKWINGS threw out the Weaver's Wall to try and go through mid lane. IgNar stops it with Hextech ultimatum, but Impact and Stand United is too much. Keeps his mid laner alive, takes down the enemy support. Denathor caught on the rotation. That's Rahel on a rampage, but a shutdown for Palafox keeps Dig potentially alive. They take down the enemy mid laner in a 1-for-2 trade. Sentinels still trading up here. Now they're going to full commit on to FBI under the turret. He's trying to get back to the safety of his team, but he just can't do it. They're focused on huhi. The AD carry traded for the support as HamBak still has the GA available, but the turret's going to go down. GA is popped. It's eXyu and Palafox versus 3, and they're holding the line for now. Sentinels will back off.
They're just going to take the gold, go back. Rahel keeps just generating massive amounts of gold with the turrets that he's killing and is always a threat to carry the extended fights. But he had no ultimate left, so they didn't want to continue the chase as Sentinels get another small win.
Small win, but a definitive win here.
Yeah.
8.4K in the lead at this point. 45 seconds till that Dragon. So it feels like a walk in the park unless some crazy happens for Dignitas. This game is going to end at this Dragon, you have to imagine.
And you can really see Rahel with the embarrassment of riches, just sitting on a Seeker's arm guard. The one time the game did get a little bit scary was when he got killed. So now he'll be able to buy the time for Impact's ultimate to come in if he does get jumped off, as long as he has that split second to be able to press the Seekers.
Yeah.
and they are in position.
I know we made a point of it
Go.
earlier.
Oh,
Actually,
huhi.
he has to flash early. He's trying to get some deep vision down, and the Trundle pillar will punish that attempt. So no flash now for Sentinel support. See if it even matters. Again, they have so much gold in their pockets. Like one flash on the least valuable member, you have to imagine. As Rahel just pops the ultimate, jumps straight in onto eXyu. Not enough damage to follow up, and if they can just prevent the fight from continuing, Dignitas are trying to cut away, but HamBak says, no, you're not going anywhere. Rahel's trying to get the damage in. He's safe for now. The seismic shove will set up Rahel to get the first kill, and the dominoes continue to fall. A double to Rahel. HamBak on a rampage, and Sentinels putting the final touches on this Game 3 with a decisive teamfight win.
Chase down that final kill, get the ace. Everybody run down mid lane. 14 kills here for Rahel, but I really feel like Impact put his mark on this game.
31-13 at 29 minutes into the game. What a crazy way to close out the series. Sentinels off the back of a jungler, just refusing to step down, and Rahel with a carry performance will take Game 3 and end with a win in debut of Summer Split.
Scary start to the series for Sentinels, losing the first one to Dignitas, but that doesn't matter at the end of the day. Sentinels take the series here. Spam chat with your player of the game. I think this one could be debatable. A lot of big performances in this one. The 14 kills from Rahel, Impact with insane weak side Shen play, and then also some really big team fight engages. But HamBak was also super solid on the Vi, just like flying in over and over again, 8, 2, and 12.
Well, a well-deserved bow from Sentinels right there. I gotta say, Rahel getting the double kill to start off is what's gonna earn it for me. I felt like he played fantastic throughout the entire game.
Agreed.
And, a lot of what he was doing wasn't necessarily like, oh, the team was setting him up. Like that double kill, that was earned. They just got that on their own, you know?
They did. I'm going to say IgNar earned that one for him.
Okay.
The hook shot into the turret that didn't land.
Oh,
true.
true. I
Unlucky
suppose.
Start to it.
Yeah, I guess.
He plays with the lead super well, you know?
Yeah.
Like 5-0-0, I think it was 7-0-2 at one point, ends the game 14-2-7. Nicely done by Sentinels. As I see Raz is getting ready, he's giving me the thumbs up. So Raz, take it away.
I was wondering if I trolled you with that one, but yes, we are ready. And what about a round of applause for the victorious huhi here? Huhi, how do you feel the current meta is at the moment? Does it fit your vibe, especially since last split it was completely Enchanter meta? Now you're going wild on the map.
I mean, I definitely prefer this meta over the last one for sure. It's just fun for me to like kind of move around and make the game hectic. But I think at the same time it's more stressful because like almost every second I'm just telling my teammates, guys, support is missing, you know, like, and everyone is like kind of on edge. But I think it makes it more exciting.
How about from, I guess, Rahel's POV? Because I feel like internationally we're seeing a lot of like now mages, like Victor being placed bot lane, just a lot of mages in general. Like, how has it been kind of mixing and matching?
I will say I think we're still trying to like learn the metas, still like what's best mages, like also kind of learning the matchups bottom, you know, because it's kind of different than being played mid. Rahel and DARKWINGS are always having a conversation how this matchup is supposed to be played, stuff like that. So I think we're gonna ramp up like when it comes to this meta.
And speaking of ramping up, I know at the end of last split it didn't end how you would have wanted it to happen. I know you guys went out to EWC and you guys are flying out. So how would you rate the current series performance and how you guys are ramping up currently?
I mean, honestly, I think at EWC I felt pretty good the way how we were screaming and the way how we were playing as a team game. Coming here, I think even though we did have a little bit of practice, like a short amount of practice because we took some break after EWC, I think we're still trying to like warm up, and game one was definitely frustrating, honestly, because I think we were in a perfect position to win and we kind of just threw. But I think it's good that we were able to come back from that mental state.
I heard from, I think it was Golden Glue in an interview, talked about how you guys wanted to scram and practice more in speaking English and comms and making everything more streamlined. And I know it's been a challenge for you guys since the beginning of the year. Has that been something you guys have been focusing on coming into this split?
I mean, for sure it's something that we've talked about, but I don't know if it's like actually being applied because, you know, people when they're rushed, they will just talk in Korean, and I will still have to translate for DARKWINGS. But at this point, I think DARKWINGS also kind of speak Korean for some reason. So that's been fun. Yeah.
Is it just the vibe of the team? He's been picking it up. It's a Duolingo. What's going on there?
Well, he can speak, but I think when we talk, he kind of gets through the context clue.
Yeah.
So, for example, like if we're just randomly joking about something and we're laughing in Korean, he just laughs along with us, and I'm like, "Oh, did you understand that?" And he's like, "Yeah, that was funny." I'm like, "Okay." Yeah.
Oh my God, there's an alternative. Maybe it's just gonna be full Korean. It comes. And I guess I heard a story that when you guys did touchdown, you believed you had a bit of a stomach bug, a cyclospore, but it may have been something you misunderstood. Tell me that story.
Oh, so I heard that there was like diarrhea virus going on, you know? So we just came from Paris, France, and then I saw so many like posts about like be careful about lettuce and stuff like that. And the way back, I bought a sandwich at the airport. I realized that throughout the eating, in the half of the eating, there was a lettuce there. And I'm like, wait a second, guys. And then on the media day, I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts a little bit, guys. Like, I don't know if I have it. So I let my manager know just in case. And I told him at the end of the night, I think I'm clear. And then I went there, and apparently there was rumor that people thought I had it. I'm like, oh, damn. Okay, I guess.
So you're just fear-monger, just for fun.
Yeah.
Any message to the Sentinel fans that came out here?
I mean, we always really appreciate them because I see a lot of like Sentinel jerseys, honestly, and we feel really grateful to be able to play in front of a crowd. So, yeah, I think keep cheering for us, and we'll do our best to make it to Worlds and do well this split.
Thank you. Congratulations on the win one more time, and round of applause for huhi once more as we send this one straight back to the lounge.